Why, hello there, and welcome to the stream. I'm Robin Anderjack without a C, and we're playing Alien vs. Predator. Probably one of the best beat 'em ups that Capcom ever put out. And it's not even a contest, really. And we'll see why. Eat this, you scumbags! We're surrounded! Skadoom. Come with me if you want to survive. So, because she is so often talked about, we're going with Lieutenant Lin Kurosawa. We can play a couple of different Predators, including a maskless one, but we're going to start with this. So, hi everyone, welcome, how are you? I myself am doing mostly okay. I wore out my wrist drawing, which, you know what, pretty good. Two Predators, Cyborg Schwarzenegger, and Cyberpunk Ninja Commando, pretty much. You got Super Magazine. It's time to shoot them down. Here we go. It looks hopeless. We should be safe here for a while. Nope! They set us up! Okay. And so we're already at the first boss, who is a real piece of work. Okay, I need my sword. Gotta have my sword. Yeah, bash aliens with a fucking lead pipe. You gotta. Okay, bump. Well, first, we have so many bullets. Like, why not use the bullets? But, now, one of the neat things about Lin Kurosawa is that she does have a sword which allows her certain combo finishers and attacks that she doesn't normally... that she wouldn't normally have access to. That's kind of neat. So how are you, Judge? How are you, Bob? Are you well? Are you good? Is everything going great for you? I hope so. I'm playing Alien vs. Predator, so things are going pretty well for me. Oh. Yes. Ouch. I love that little bounce off she has. It's so good. Also, I love her beefy arms. Legitimately beefy. This is kind of a... We can escape from the city using the sewers. Keep an eye out for those slime bags. Definitely, wait a minute, something's wrong. Ambush! They're dropping down! Definitely a far cry from Ninja Clowns from the other day. And probably for the best. I don't think we need to revisit that one. Under any circumstance. Yes! Also, I do love that you can just keep shooting and you just have to deal with the reload. It's not necessarily more powerful, it's just a very handy tool. Good long-range option. But yeah, I've been back on Ace Combat 6. I got past the boss that I was kind of stuck on and kind of avoided because, hey, there are combat logs in that game. They're basically collectibles by way of things you find in the environment, but more importantly, enemies that you find just scattered about. We're not moving. What's wrong? Can it be fixed? If it fails, force it. Ace Combat 6. No, Armored Core 6. God damn it. I'm doing great. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at saying words. Stuck again. Great construction. Give it a good shot. It'll work again. Ace Combat 6, Fires of the Rubicon. I love Ace Combat 6 with all the Macintosh customization and the tank legs and the Ace Combats. You can tell that my brain is working really well today. Continue and get up. Oh, get one up, rather. Nope. It's exclusively Lynn today. We are not playing as anyone else. Not to be confused with Armored Core 6 Fires of Liberation. Exactly. Existence is tolerable. I've been trying to remember a Souls-like I played a demo of a couple of years ago. Turns out the game was Deathbound. I had trouble remembering it because the developers did kind of a reset. It was just announced last month. Ooh, Deathbound. I think... No, you know what? I don't know that one, but I do think I saw that one advertised very recently on TikTok. People are already kind of going, this is going to surpass Lies of P, which makes me kind of turn off and stop paying attention whenever people do that, but I'm always up for a Souls-like from a different developer. Funniest thing of... Oh. Lynn, get out while you can. I'll destroy that monster no matter what. Oh. Oh, gosh. Rude. Okay. It's okay, we got one. We got a sword. Funniest thing about the ACAC thing was that Armored Core 6 came out and it really did feel like an Ace Combat game. Nice mission structure, you get parts and planes and units. Well, not so much planes, but you get a lot of customization options as you progress through the game, including decals. The gimmick is being able to switch the body/character you're playing as mid-battle. Ooh. That does sound pretty dope, actually. Rude.
All right.
Die. We're just going to keep using this for a second. Ow. Yeah. Kind of like Little Samson. One that really got me was the in-game mission banter. I saw that in a gameplay trailer and it felt like coming home. Yeah, that's... I haven't played Ace God, I'm still doing Armored Core, like, prior to this. These aliens all come from one hive. So if we destroy the nest... Okay, let's do it now while we still have time. We'll use the APC. I didn't play much Armored Core. I had to really work at that one. I didn't play much Armored Core beforehand, so I don't know if that was ever a factor in previous games. I certainly don't know well enough. But, oh boy. Armored Core, Armored Core, Armored Core. Armored Core? Armored Core! Armored Core. I don't know why that's been so difficult for me lately. I'm gonna just consider it brain problems. So if there's an announcement of onset Alzheimer's, don't be surprised. You know what? That's not a great joke. I'll rethink that one. Let's circle back around to it. You know what? No, today has actually been kind of a uniquely weird brain day because I haven't been able to operate on too many operate on too many cylinders at once. For whatever reason. Oh, I kind of love this thing. Look at it. Look at it. You just go nuts. Oh, we lost it. But it's okay. We have a flamethrower now. Ow. Screw you. Oh, no. It's a rocket launcher. Never mind. It's a two-cylinder Tuesday. It kind of is the problem in the thing. I want that. Give it. Oh, now I got a proper flamethrower. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Oh. They can't be saved. Prepare yourself, Queen. Soon I'll have your head. So now we have, like, little chest bursters. Not chest bursters as we remember them. But definitely, like, little guys. Little tiny freaks. There we go, yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, just a good old machine gun. Hell yeah. I appreciate that. There we go. So this is one of those licensed games where they just put, like, so much work into it. They're not funny little guys, they're meany little guys. You look at those squirming little critters and say they're not just a little funny. Crawling around in the mud. Now those are some classic chest bursters. That's what I was looking for. Oh, a BioWare in here? The Queen is our primary target. So, hey, this is also a Capcom game. Which is kind of nice. There was a period of time in which Capcom was the almost uncontested king of licensed titles. They kind of rocked the NES era. And while I am of the mind that games like Aladdin were better on the Genesis, they really did just kind of knock it out of the park with a lot of titles. And that's weird that they had such a success rate. They didn't even have that much of a success rate on their own original IPs. I say this as a Mega Man fan, but 4, 5, and 6, I can understand why people didn't like those. Did you want your licensed game to be good? Get Capcom. Do you want your licensed game to just be? Get LJN. God. LJN, for those who don't know, is a special, like, serves a special role in video game history as being the guys you can afford. They weren't quite Ultra Games, but sometimes Ultra Games also published LJN games. So LJN Spider-Man's in noticeable ways. Yeah, there's a... Oh, come on! There you go. I just wanted to kill him. What's wrong with that? There we go. Yeah. Ow. I do appreciate that they're using those little second heads. Oh, dang it. Right away. As just regular attacks instead of, like, what they're actually for. Because you gotta have it. There we go. Oh, the gun is fun, though. Look at that. You just go. This is a good time. Rude. Come on. There we go. Yeah, goodbye. Actually, screw you. Ow! Dude, I was reloading! Fine, I'll just combo 4 of you at once. The perfect response. There we go. Ow. Sorry, I am very suddenly just having too much fun to comment. So, what's your favorite LJN title? Me, I don't know that I have one. There's just so many to choose. Oh. Donk, 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 donk. Oh. That, regrettably, is a great option. Hey, look at that. We kind of melted that guy. Girl, we kind of melted that creature. So, with the alien queen defeated, we no longer, we're done, we finished it, we completed everything. We're done. Oh. We did it. I don't believe it. Their egg generator has finally been destroyed. There are still many left to hunt. The rest are minor, unworthy of hunting. Round 5, secrets. The dropship seems to be still in operation. Look, it's a dropship and it's coming down. I wonder what they are transporting. We should check it out. Okay, let's roll. Similar to the Punisher beat-em-up. Oh yeah, I still gotta play that one proper. Something I love about this game is how squishy the enemies are. There are a lot more guys on screen, but most of them go down pretty fast. And between that and the bloody acid explosions, it just feels good. Yeah, it kind of starts pulling off the Dynasty Warriors thing before Dynasty Warriors. Which is impressive considering, Capcom has made some Romance of the Three Kingdoms beat-em-ups by this point, like Warriors of Fate. And talk about a slog. Fun games, but very sloggy. But then again, few beat-em-ups of that era really land like Battle Circuit or Alien vs. Predator. Okay. Someone there. Let's hide and see what happens. Destroy all escaped aliens. Affirmative. Look, that capsule, it's a... Caution, BioWar agent. Wayland Corporation transport capsule. This whole setup was a BioWar project. That seems to be all of them. Let's head back to the ship now. Yes, sir. Well, now it's our problem. All right. You got an evil twist. Oh, I learned a new move. I also love how multifaceted the characters are in this. I've got a few things in my toolkit right now that are just, absurdly good. Oh god. I have a lovely crouching slide that I should have been using earlier. Ow. It's great for closing gaps when you just want to get in front of a guy. Nope. Oh, everybody dies so quick and good. I love it. There we go. Ow. Ow. Rude. I don't like it. Don't hit me. Gun. Hey, Lynn, how you feeling? Oh, right. Oh, right. Right. It's kind of like accidentally shooting when you have an empty clip in House of the Dead. Reload. I've created the most powerful weapons in the galaxy. Don't you realize the city's been destroyed? One city is not important. Prepare to face destruction. Reload, load. It was very important because he had to reload. I love that they gave me 4 frickin' grenades. Like, screw you, dude. Like, look at that. Oh, get away from me, you bitch. There we go. I will admit that the alien continue screen is kind of distracting in this context. Like, we're just feeding quarters ad nauseum, just for the hell of it, but... Okay, let's make sure we get our sword. Okay, we're good. Oh! I like this game. We have to stop them. Of course, they don't know what they're dealing with. Then let us hunt. Snicked. Here we go. Is this another auto runner or is it a crashing through a wall segment? Okay, cool. Let's freaking go. I'm just gonna hold on to this because, oh, no, rude. Well, I don't get to hold on to it. Never mind. Life just isn't that good. Ow. There we go. Yes. Oh. Ow. There we go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a good time. Ow! Ow! Okay, that's not a good time. So I'm doing great. There we go. Four guys coming out of the side of the screen to throw knives and arrows and grenades at you is the beat-em-up equivalent of a barbershop quartet. You know what? You're right, is the thing. We'll crash! Okay. That's fine. Okay, that didn't work. Let's, just get right here. Come on, we can do this. Come on. Perfect. This one, I think the reason, apart from the general core combat, that this one is, like, so below. Oh, my control box. Is that it's just, like, a surprisingly varied game. It doesn't really settle at any moment. It's super breezy. I think Streets of Rage 3 tried to go for something you know, a little bit similar in the variety department and kind of floundered because it just did not have the focus and flow. One day we should play the Streets of Rage series just for the heck of it. Nope. Goodbye. Aw. But, yeah, it just kind of keeps making stuff happen, no matter what. And what's more, it has, like, some incredible, like, button mash factor that I think a lot of arcade games dream of. You can do a surprising amount of stuff without intending to do it. They've escaped! Something's gone down. Let's take a look. Oh. Oh, of course it's aliens. What? Those aliens were alive. Ow. Then again, if your game has a lot of variety, but the fundamentals aren't right, the fundamentals feel screwy, it's like, you know what? It's just not worth it. Because I think that was a big problem with a lot of licensed titles on like the PS2 and PS3. They weren't satisfied with just making one kind of game. They had to mix it up because variety was what people wanted. And invariably, the worst parts of those games would be the variety elements. In games that were already not super great to begin with. But of course, the difference is a lot of the variety in some of those old games, like in Alien vs. Predator, is the fact that all the variety comes from using the exact same mechanics in novel ways. Even the on-rails shooter segment, where you can only shoot your gun, is still like the same mechanics. And it actually teaches you something about how your gun works. That you can aim it all sorts of different directions. You can shoot it all the different ways. And a little, like, destroying the control box segment is just... It's just using the Street Fighter style of like, hey, here's a thing you can just completely screw up for fun. Do it in the allotted time so that you can learn how to just go nuts. There we go. And I think that's just something that a lot of games that try to be varied but try to do so with a whole bunch of like weird mini games just never quite grasp. So in fairness, most of those games were done under a terrible time crunch and way too little money. So I can't exactly hold it against it. Any developer that made a licensed game that, hey, maybe didn't turn out too well. There we go. I love that you just punch thick metal doors. Is this Predator our enemy? Forever in awe of video game... of the video game industry's refusal to learn anything ever. Yeah, the only people who seem to learn anything... I mean, okay. In fairness... And I'm not going to say this very often to the video game industry. In fairness, the turnover rate is so unbearably high that nobody has the opportunity to keep a lesson intact. So, really, it's just the industry shooting itself in the foot. Over and over and over again. This industry, which I love. Oh boy. Yeah, that whole "but I'm built different" ideology is just like, people keep thinking like, we'll figure it out, it'll be fine because it's us, and it's like, no. If you there was a thing I read about Tears of the Kingdom. It was an article a while back, like not that long ago, but it basically stated that a lot of the reasons why Tears of the Kingdom functions as well as it does. Oh, he killed himself. Okay. A lot of the reason why Tears of the Kingdom functions as well as it does is because they retained their staff and trained them for years. And, like, kept giving them money to do the things that let them do good work. They must be transporting the aliens in orbit. He was parasitized by the aliens. Your military is using my tribe to develop their weapons. Oh, no! Hunt's End. Okay. So, the lesson that people are kind of learning is that if you want to make games that function and hold together as well as just like Tears of the Kingdom with all of its physics nonsense, make sure your staff can work. And make sure to retain as much instead of like focusing so much on contract workers, especially employees who are responsible for designing the various systems that your game operates on. Finding out that like there are programmers and engineers and like system mechanics designers that largely can only get work through contract work in an industry that often limits the length of time for contract work to about 18 months to 2 years, which is usually enough time to leave at a critical moment in development where they can't be rehired in time to like get people. No, they just can't be rehired for the same project. And so the only people who know how a game works are gone. Forever. It's buck wild. Finding out that that was a thing that happened regularly is one of the most ridiculous things about the industry I think I've ever experienced. Very much a make it make sense moment, you know? But here we have a game made by like 14 people, and it rips. From a studio who, at the time, was very good at retaining staff. Although, it can be argued that the means by which they did so might kind of suck. At least in Japan, one of the common ways that publishers and like holding companies and so forth held on to workers was via non-compete clauses and refusing to allow their names in credits. Which is why you get a whole bunch of nicknames showing up in credit sequences rather than actual full names. Which is wild. The industry is broken. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Set all the tiny guys on fire. Ow. No, I don't want to be on fire. These guys need to be on fire. There we go. Not exactly fire, but it's good. It's good. Ooh. I do love watching the aliens just walk right into the lasers. That's always great. I love that. Man, it's only been 40 minutes since the start of the stream, and I have been on my soapbox a large amount lately. Pop. I love the little compact aliens. Like little robots. The power of a good game. It's a good time. Makes me think, why can't all games be this good? It's because the aforementioned foot shooting. Chicken! This might have not been the greatest game to play, considering my wrist is very worn out. But whatever. We're doing it. We're making it happen. We're doing it live. Come on. I want the Gemerald. Everything else is fine. I just want the Gemerald. Okay. Learning some new things about the controls. You mean the Chaos Emeralds? Lynn chuckled. Why, yes. It's the only way we can survive. Thunder, rain, and lightning. Shadows, dark creatures. What's gonna happen to us? Almost there. Oh. Whoa. God, I still love the fact that she can bounce between enemies with a jump attack. That's just incredible. Ow. Jerk. Hmm. Okay, we're doing okay. We're making it happen. Lynn is to AVP what Alice is to Resident Evil. Yeah, except I want Lynn to come back. Although I would love to see an alternate take on Alice for Resident Evil, like, if they decided for whatever reason to be like, we'll bring her back in a new form. It doesn't have to be Mila Jovovich. We can just canonize her. There we go. Grab this. I hate to say how badly I want to play Alien Isolation on here. I still have to get a spreadsheet together for upcoming and past games and so forth, which would be yet another thing to maintain, but maybe something that could be interesting for folks. Whoop. Damn. But I gotta play Alien Isolation. I've been wanting to beat that game for literally years. And it is very hard, and I panicked so much in it. These soldiers don't realize they've been abandoned. Ow. Have you back off. I can kick the grenades back with an upward kick. I love it. Ow. Even the soldiers have voice clips. This is super production. It's a very intense project. That much is definitely certain. Oh. Ow. Okay, I was about to see something really cool, but... Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Dang. We can do this. Come on, there we go. No real means to dash, unfortunately. Come on, there we go. Yeah, just whittle them all down. Just slowly get rid of them. There's 86 these jerks. Wow, that worked a little too well. Oh, that's a lot of soda. That's a lot of soda. Oh, if I had that much soda, I would be very sick. But it's video games, so it's super healthy, and it's good for our bones. You stop that. Ow! There we go. Love it. Man, this game really is an onslaught. Things just keep happening. It wants those quarters. And it's earning them. Like, I would, if I actually saw this in an arcade, which I never did, I would feed this machine well. I wonder if we'll get back. We'll make it. Just gotta take care of a little business. Oof. Oof, ouch, my bones. Just keep replacing our guns as best we can. Doesn't help that they also replace their own guns. It's kind of amazing just how much of the industry, like how many practices are owed to arcades specifically. Like, there was this, I guess, tradition of believing that Nintendo games were just harder. They did not care, they would just violence the crap out of you, whether you wanted it to or not, because they were trying to keep you from renting mostly, but also because a lot of practices in game design came from arcades, which were technically a manipulative design practice. A lot of video game design is inherently manipulative, and that's not like a criticism, that's just like the God's honest. You gotta be a little bit manipulative to keep your players like invested in some capacity. But the manipulation in arcades was always about like trying to prime the difficulty so that you hit your walls at appropriate moments, so that you felt like if you could just push a little harder, You could totally make it to the next boss. You could totally make it to the next level. You could totally make it to the next ranking in the high score. Which is a skill to develop. Like, you have to be damn good at design to be able to pull that off. Oh, hey! Drop your weapon and join us! Forget it! Your madness ends here and now. Do you believe you got all the aliens on Earth? I have thousands more back at the base. You can't fight them all. Give them up! Give up while you can! No. Aww. Let me shoot him! His pocket makes him look like he's just holding a mug of coffee whenever he has his arm up, so I'm extra offended by what looks like him just vibing in the background. Drop your weapon! Which of my three? Gotta have weapons! Aw. There we go. Yeah. No! No more grenades. I don't like them. Okay, come on, dude. Curse you! No! And sploop. Goodbye. Yarg! Oh wow, he's just split in twain. Can't believe she's still alive. We must defeat her somehow. How about with this big gun? Oh, well, that gun's gone. Ow. Ouch. Oh, just a whole bunch of boxes. Yeah. Dang. Come on. Shoot. There we go. Yeah. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. There we go. I love how she just straight up got high heels on. But it's okay because she's a monster. It's always okay for monsters to wear high heels. Just subverting beauty standards, which we want. You know? God, I love like the frickin' shark fin-esque tail coming in from the top of the screen. Come on, get over here. Let me punch ya. Let me punch. Ow. So that tail is going to be the quite literal death of me. There we go. She's a queen. Boy, is she. Let me go. Oh, God. And, of course, the Royal Guard comes in to really screw with us. Ow. Man, they really... Let that sink in. There we go. We did great.
Oh!
So how did that do? Time to go home. This job is done. Hurry, get on the pod. Go on, I'll catch you in a minute. Quickly, this ship is crashing. Oh shit! Set the crash and detonate on impact. Ship's big enough to take out the whole base. That should nail them all in one shot. I ran that about 10 to 15 minutes faster than how long the beat says it takes. Then our hunt is over. Here, take this. You fought well. Wait! Why did you help us? Oh. You will know. We'll come back and fight you later. See you soon. I guess they don't allow poaching. What'll we do? We'll fight them. I'll be back next hunting season. Against the prospect, aliens will spread all over North America with lightning speed. All of them were miraculously annihilated due to the explosion of the nuclear fusion furnace caused by crash of the spaceship. But it's very likely that the conglomerate Weyland-Yutani, but damn it. Almost had it. I was one sentence off. Lots to use aliens for their commercial purpose again. There we go. Look at that. Oh. That was a fun game. Man. I hope whomever is holding the license for specifically this game allows it to be used elsewhere. Put in the Capcom Arcade Stadium, Volume 3 or something. I don't know. Anyway, I want to take a quick bathroom break. And then we'll be back with Resident Evil 0. So, see you soon.